Hello. Just confirm me once you guys are able to hear me. Um, I'll go live now in a couple of seconds. Once you're able to see me here live, just let me know that you are already seeing me here. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So, all right. So, I see some people here still waiting. Let me refresh it. Yeah. So looks like I'm audible to you guys, and you can see my screen. And today is going to be one of the very important session and lecture, you can say, which will help you in A2 also, right? So now onwards, whatever we are learning will be a base for A2, right? A2 level. And this is very important. We will take some example and I will show you that questions related to what we will learn today are even asked in B2, not A2. Okay. So when I wrote exam for B2, I saw questions what we have in, A2 or A1. Yeah. So you cannot say that, okay, this syllabus is only for A1 or A2. So it's very easy. So it should never come in, B1 or B2 exam. So this is going to be base. That's why I said, and let us start directly without wasting time. Okay. All right. Cool. So topic today is going to be nominative, accusative, and dative. Nominative we have seen already, right? Accusative also we have seen, but dative we have not seen. And for personal pronomen, like for English we say I, you, and him, right? These things. For I say you are giving me, right? We say you are giving me something, right? So these things we have not seen in German, right, in detail. So we will see all such things now going forward, and how we are conjugating, what is accusative, everything we will see, and also dative mainly, right? And dative normal, we have learned accusative and nominative for definite article and indefinite article, and we will see dative for them also, right? So before I jump into this, let me ask like one last question which we discussed in the previous class. Okay, just a revision for the last class we learned. So I want you guys to put in the chat. Her name is Rama. Who can put this in the chat? This is just a revision question, just to check you guys are already up. Yeah, you have 30 seconds for such questions, not more than that. And I will check whether you are getting everything, whatever I'm explaining. Her name is Rama in German. How will you say? Yeah, so I see the answer, but that's not right. Yeah, that is not right. So let me explain now. That's why I asked this question, so that you guys can, revise. Her name is what? Nama, and that is der Nama, right? Der Nama. It is not feminine. So, but this is feminine, right? So we will say ihr Name ist Rama. So don't get confused by the gender of the person. This you have to see, right? Nama, right? For Nama, and yeah, now it is right. Yeah. So please don't mistake, don't do mistakes in this simple things. Yeah, that's why I just thought of giving you guys a clue. Okay. Let me go further. Okay, and without wasting now time. Okay, all right, let me rub this and then we will go for nominative, accusative, one sentence, and then we will come to dative. Understand what is dative quickly. Yeah. All right. So when I say I am Kundan, right? We have seen this. So is been Kundan, right? We have seen this before in the last class also. So this is subject. This is subject. This is verb. And this is what this guy is, right? Because I'm saying is been Kundan, I am Kundan. So I and Kundan both are same. So subject and object, when it is same, then you say the sentence is in nominative, right? But when I say I have a pen, right? When I say I have a pen, so this subject and this object, pen, is not same. I and pen are not same. So this is not nominative for sure. This is accusative. This is accusative because this is object, right, which you hold in your hand. I have a pen, right? So when I say I have a pen, then I hold this direct object in my hand. So this is direct object and it is accusative. So when you have a direct object, that is always accusative. Now let us go to what is dative. So before that, let me just explain this sentence. If I say I have a pen, so how will I say is have a pen is what? Ein Kuli, right? But this is masculine. This is masculine. Der Kuli, which changes to den and ein changes to einen. So this will become einen Kuli. I think till here there is no doubt. If someone has doubt, I will just quickly explain the table. So here you see nominative, nominative, and then here I say accusative, accusative, and here I will say masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. You see this table, very important. I have already explained, but I'm just telling you again so that this will get cemented in your brain, okay, that it will never go away. Yeah. So when I say nominative, we say der, right, for masculine, der, man, and then die Frau, and thus Madsen. This is neutral. Yeah. This is neutral. And plural is always die. This is for nominative. We have seen several examples for this, right? For example, der Kuli, die Frau, das Mädchen, die Kinder. Kind, you see, das Kind. Das Kind is what? Neutral. But when you do plural, many kids, then you say die Kinder. Die Kinder. Just let me go up. This you have to just ignore for some time. I will come back again to that topic. Yeah, so this is the. I hope there is no doubt. But what happens to accusative, right? This there changes to then, right? And remaining will remain the same. Remaining will remain the same. There is no change whatsoever in any of the gender in accusative. Only what changes? The masculine thing changes. And I hope this is very clear. So that's why this der Kuli became den Kuli, but here I had ein. So this became einen. Now let me write for, just give me a second. I will just rub this and explain you guys for indefinite one. Indefinite. Yeah. Indefinite. This is very important again. And let me just rub this, and you take a note whenever I'm explaining such things. You can take a note, maybe a screenshot, because you don't have to revise the whole lecture again. Just you have to just see this. So this is ein. So I say ein man, a man, right? And this a woman, right? This becomes eine. And this is again ein, and plural you don't have ein and all, right? It's plural, so nothing. So here ein Mann, eine Frau, and then ein Mädchen. Yeah, Mädchen, ein Mädchen. So like that you have to see. Okay. So now I will just remove this guy and then explain you quickly one example. Okay. So what happens in accusative? This ein becomes einen, and this is eine, no change. This is ein, and there's nothing in plural, right? So That's simple. Only for definite article you change it to the, but when you have ein, you can't have plural in ein form, right? So now if I say I have a pen, I have a pen, this is der pen, der Kuli or der Stift. Okay, der Kuli, so this is ein Kuli in nominative, right? But in accusative, what happens? This changes to einen. So before that, now understand this concept again, that I is the subject and I have something. This is object, but this is direct object. So this is accusative. So accusative, if it is masculine, it changes to something here. You see, ein changes to einen, der changes to den. So I will say, is habe einen Kuli. Is have einen Kuli. I think you guys have no doubt in this part at least, because we have seen this several times. I just thought of revising it. Okay. And now let us see the most important topic for today, that is dative. Let me go up. All right. So now dative. Yeah. So what is dative first of all? That you have to understand. Okay. I have explained already in the previous classes that dative is something which is indirect. For example, when I say this person is there, you see this trick you have to always remember in your mind. When there is dative case, you have three things. Okay. Always. One thing may be silent, but there will be three things. I will explain now. You see, this person is there, and say for example I have an apple, I have an apple, this person has an apple and is giving it to someone, okay, the other person. So you see how many things are there, this person, this thing, and another person. You have three things, right? So when you have three things, means the chance is there dative. So how it will be dative, I will explain you now, because once you understand this concept, everything will be easy. So the subject is always nominative. Suppose I say I give him an apple. If I say this sentence, I give him, so this is Kundan, right? This person, maybe Ramesh or someone, I am giving him apple. This I am giving. See, three things are there: subject, apple, and the indirect person. So what I have in my hand, apple, right? What I can give to someone, what I have direct. So this is accusative. What direct object is always accusative. And the indirect person who will receive this. So recipient is always what? Indirect person, right? He will take my apple, which I will hand it over to him. So this person is what? Dative. So now these three things, if you have understood, you have actually given yourself huge relief, I will tell you, because these concepts are very easy, but many people find it difficult because I don't know, maybe they don't understand it properly. But this is not very difficult, as you can very clearly see. So now here in this sentence, who is the subject? I. So this is nominative, right? What is the direct object? Apple, right? So this is accusative. And who is the person who will receive this apple is dative. If you have understood this concept, can you please put in the comment yes quickly so that I can proceed? Quick guys, just put in the comment that you are understanding whatever I have explained till now, because this will be the base. Superb, superb. All right, so why I'm taking time to explain this, because these are the bases which once you cover, after that it becomes very easy, right? Nothing is difficult. So now let us see how to make this, right? Dative case. What changes? Let us first see for, the indefinite one. What changes in dative? So here you will see that masculine and neutral goes hand in hand. But in case of accusative, it changes, right? So now in case of dative, what will happen? That this guy will also change. Just a second, I see some doubts. Okay, no doubt, right? Yeah. So this guy, masculine, ein, from nominative, will change to einem. What is that? Just a second, let me change this, einem. And this feminine will change to what? It will change to einer. And this will remain the same like you have in masculine. I hope this is clear to you guys. Just keep this very handy. Okay. So in dative, ein changes. Ein is what? A, right? In English, a, right? I have an apple. So a or an is nothing but ein, right? Which changes now in dative to einem for masculine. For feminine, it changes to einer. And for neutral, it is same as masculine, right? So einem. If you have taken a note, now I will rub it quickly. And now let us go back to neutral, this definite article. This table you have to take a photo, okay, or a screenshot, so that you can later maybe revise when you get confused, okay. But hope this is very clear. So now this is der, this is die, this is das. In nominative I am telling, and this plural is die. And accusative, what it will happen? This will change to den, remaining will be same. Remaining will be same. Now, in dative, what it happens? There it was einem, right? So you see the ending m, right? This will be also m, dem. And there it was einer, right? So here also der. And this will be same, dem. And this will be den. This you have to remember. And in plural, in the object, you add extra n. Okay, I will explain what this is. Okay, this I will explain in detail. Don't worry about it. First, you understand in nominative der, die, das, die. Accusative only masculine changes to den. This is die, das, die, no change. But in dative, this changes to der, changes dem. This is there, and this will be same, dem, and plural it is den. I hope there is no doubt in this. If you have already taken a screenshot of this, please keep it handy, because when I give you questions to solve, if you forget, you can refer it. But I don't think you will forget it, because this is very simple. I have explained it several times now, right? All right, so now let me rub this. And then I will give you one example, which I already gave on the top. I gave you an apple is I give him an apple, right? So let us see how to make sentence for this guy, and then we will proceed to personal pronomen. Okay, okay. I hope this is very clear till here. There's no doubt. Perfect. So now this is the sentence. I give him an apple. Who is the person who is giving the apple? I, right? So this is is. And I told you always in German, second thing will be at second position, verb will come. So what is the verb? Give, right? In German it is geben, right? This is given. And I have told you how to do conjugation. Remove this, put a, right? With is. So it will be is geva. So I give. So what do I give? Apple, right? So put apple here, but an apple, right? An apple is der Apfel. So this will be changed to den Apfel, or ein will change to einen Apfel. Only one thing changes, and unfortunately we have that masculine here. Otherwise there was no change. So I'll say is gave einen Apfel, right? This was, but to whom I am giving an apple, right? Him, right? This is what we have to learn in this class. So he is becoming him, right? That person is becoming him. So we have not learned till now that what is him, okay? That we will learn in this class. But if this was, I give Kundan an apple, right? Instead of him, Kundan, then you will say what? Is geva Kundan einen Apfel. Kundan will come first. Is geva Kundan einen Apfel. Right? The person will come, dative will come first, and then the accusative. So now see subject plus verb plus dative and then accusative. But this changes a bit. I will tell you when. Right? This changes a bit. When it changes, I will explain you in length. So don't worry about this. Now let us move to, is there any doubt till now? Guys, Can you confirm there is no doubt till now? Because now we are picking up pace, right? So maybe I will not revise the same thing again and again. So if you get stuck or you don't understand, please put in the chat that you have not got it, and I will explain again. All right, so now no doubts, perfect. Because these are very simple things we have seen several times now. So yeah, now now you would have seen in the past class I told you guys that you can, you can introduce yourself. This was the first sentence, introduce yourself. So who can make this sentence for me in the chat? Who can make this sentence? Introduce is for Stellan. For Stellan, I have already covered this in the last class, but I want you guys to make this sentence, and let me see who makes it correctly. You can introduce yourself. This sentence in German. If you are not able to make it, don't panic. I'm here. And this is the topic for today. That's why I'm covering these things. You know, because you understand these small things, then you will be able to make such sentences, right? If you are not able to make it, no worries. Just try, give it a try. Okay. Even if it is wrong, no worries. I'll give you 30 seconds for this. And then I will explain. If I don't get any answer, I will just proceed. I have explained you guys this also, how to do conjugation for can, with you, everything I have explained in the previous classes. If you have not watched those videos, please do watch so that your life will be much easier. Yeah. So why I'm asking this question, so that you will revise the concepts. Okay, if it's just a theory class that you can find anywhere in internet, but I want this class to be interactive, full of questions. We are practicing. Yeah. Um, Okay, so you don't have to introduce yourself, just translate this sentence is what I told. And that's why I said 30 minutes, 30 seconds, sorry. Okay, cool. So I will now explain you. You is what? Do, right? And can is what? Können, right? Changes to can, and then you do conjugation. So do canst, yeah, do canst. And then I told last is verb. So for stellen. So do canst for stellen, but yourself. So my question is, what is this yourself? Yeah. So this is accusative form of do. So you in English will remain the same. So I say, you are a good person. I give you an apple. Let me now explain. I say you are a good person. Second, just a second. And I say I give you, or I give you something, right? So this is not subject here. This is subject. So this subject here and this object is in the same form, you, in English, but here it changes, right? This will not remain you in object form and subject form, because you are receiving something. So you are not subject, right? You may be indirect object, right? Which is dative, right? Right? So this is object, but it is same in English. You see E, you, but in German it is changing. And how it is changing, we will see now. Okay. Now let us see. Okay. So is I. Okay. Do is you. Er ist he. Sie is she. S is it. Wir is we people. Right? Wir. Ihr is you guys, plural form of do, and G is they, and G is formal you. Okay. So now is changes to miss in accusative, do changes to this. So this is like you are giving me, mujhe in Hindi. This is miss. Okay. Mujhe is miss or me in English, right? You are giving me, right? Something like that. So miss, do this, do changes to this. Just see this table and I will explain you again with the help of example, right? Air changes to in, and G will remain G, S will remain S, wir will change to uns, and ihr will change to os, and G will remain the same. Okay. Now, don't panic. I'm saying don't panic. We will see sentences. Okay. So I will say sentence, for example, I see you. Simple sentence. Okay. Let me go up a bit, rub it here. So now I'm telling I see you. Very simple sentence. What is the subject? You know already. What is the subject? In I, right? I see you. The subject is, okay, so I see already answers coming. Okay. So after this class, you will not have doubt in these things. Okay. So now I say I see you, right? So who is the subject? This guy. See is verb. So Jan. Jehan. Okay. So you remove this and put A for I. So is I and C is there, because we saw the conjugation is there. But you is what in German? Do. So will it be do? Is there do? Is it right? No. Here in German it changes, right? Because this is direct object. I see that person, right? I'm seeing this person. Okay. So this is directly a person with whom we are talking about, who, yeah, regarding whom we are talking about. So this is direct object, right? So this is accusative, right? You here is accusative. This is not subject. What is subject? I is the subject. So I'm seeing this person. So my eyes are in contact with this person. So this is accusative, right? This is accusative. So do will change to what? This. I told you this, right? So this is not right. It will be is there this. And when I say he sees me, I'm just explaining all this and then I will give you questions to solve. So now I told you is there. Let me write here is there. Do what? Gist. Gist, right? ARGS, ARGS, Zeet, right? Wir, Zen, Ear, Zet, right? Zet, and what is left? ZG, ZG, Zehen. There is no change, right? This conjugation we already know now, right? Is that okay with you guys? So now I say he sees me. So he is what? Er, he. So what is the conjugation? Zeet, right? So sees it will become zeet. So er, zeet, and me is what? I change to me, right? So accusative. Is will change to miss. So er, zeet, miss. Any doubt in this, guys? Any doubt? Just I want an answer. If there are any doubts in this, I will explain again. Any doubt in this, guys? No doubt? Perfect. So now, can you try that she sees him? She sees him. Simple sentence, okay? She sees him. I will say she sees him. So who can make this sentence? I will write, yeah. Yeah. So here, this is she sees him. Let me see who is understanding it properly. Yeah, so I see the answer. So G. C is what? Z here. You see ARGS. And this will be ZEET. You see ARGEET. I have already explained everything here. Him is air in nominative, but that will change. Air will change to in, right? So the answer will be G ZEET in. G ZEET in, right? And similarly, I will say we see him. Who can make this sentence quickly? We see him. We see him. I'm just going slow so that you guys can practice these things. Okay, just see the table and conjugation in front of you and try to make sentences. We see him. Yeah. So we see him. So conjugation for wir is what? Sehen. So we see is what? Let me write here. Wir sehen. What we are seeing? Him, right? So er is he, which changes to in, right? We are then in, right? We are seeing him, right? So we see him. So see how simple it becomes. But once you understand such things, it becomes very easy. But you have to practice these sentences. If you don't practice, then it will remain a mystery, and you will not practice. You will not be able to think in that way. My intention is not to teach you a translation, but in the beginning, just to explain you these concepts, I'm just going and taking help of English. But you have to start thinking directly in German, right? So I will say, I will give you another example. Okay. So let me see. I like you. Okay. This is a sentence. I like you. Who can make this sentence? Try it out. Okay. I like you. I like you. Who can make sentence? Yeah. I see answers coming. And yeah. Okay. So good. So like is what? Mag. Okay. Okay. Like is mag. So I will say is mag, but I will not say do. This do will change to this, right? This do will change to this. Is mag this. Is mag this, right? So let me now come to the first question that I asked you guys. Let me quickly rub this and explain you this concept. This is very, very easy. You can introduce yourself, right? See how easy it will become, this sentence. If you have already understood, you can try this, okay? Otherwise, I will anyway explain. I say, you can introduce yourself. Introduce is for stellen. Yeah, introduce is for stellen. And now you have to do, you can introduce yourself. Okay, so now let me explain you. So what is do? You do. And what is conjugation for do? Canst. And always what will come? The verb, main verb will come at the end. So I will say do canst for stellen. But now yourself. So this is direct, you're talking about yourself, right? Yeah. So just for stellen is the verb. Okay, so this will become do canst this for stellen. So don't make it dear for stellen. This will be wrong in this case. You are not introducing yourself. The meaning will change. Okay, so when you say you are introducing yourself, you will say do canst this for stellen. You can introduce yourself. If someone asks you, okay, can you please introduce yourself? If someone asks this, can you please introduce yourself in exam? They will tell you that can you introduce yourself? This becomes a question, right? Can you quickly make this sentence? Can you introduce yourself now? The sentence was main sentence. You can introduce was what? Do canst this for stellen. Now this question how will form? First you make the verb at the first place, right? So this becomes canst and then subject. Canst do this for stellen. Okay, but we never say like this. We say, can you please introduce yourself? We say, can you please introduce yourself? So canst do bitte this first stellen. Here you will add bitte. Bitte is bitte, please. Yeah. So you'll say, kannst du bitte das vorstellen? But when you are talking to someone who is, formally you are talking, then you will say, what you will say? Können Sie, because this Sie können this vorstellen. Okay, so here it will become können Sie bitte this vorstellen. Yeah. And see, vorstellen will always be the last word because this is the main verb, right? So I've told you for infinitive form will remain at the last with can, modal verb. If you have not watched that video, please do watch. I have explained in great length. Now, let me go quickly to next thing. I think I have already given you some, good amount of exercise here. So now let us move to next one. Okay. So this you have to remember, this table. Okay. What you have to remember? This table you have to remember. S is becoming miss. Do is becoming this. A is becoming in. G will remain same. G. S will remain S in accusative. And where will be uns. Here will be os. So if I say I see you guys, if I say I see you guys, or the teacher sees you guys, how you will make the sentence? So the teacher is what? Der Lehrer. I'm just explaining you. And Zehen will be sieht, AGS, sieht. So this is third person. So sieht. You guys is what? Ear. But this is object. I'm seeing you, right? So ear will change to OS, right? That Lehrer, G to S. Okay, see, this is very simple, but you have to practice for these sentences. Okay, if you don't practice, then how much ever I tell you the theory, it will be of no use. Okay, now let us move to dative. Okay, and then we will just revise few more examples, and then we will call it a day. So now just see here how it changes. This you have to remember in mind. So ist mir, do changes to dear, er changes to im, G changes to, G is was C, right? He, she, it. So this air changes to im in dative, G changes to ear, S changes to im. Where, like in accusative it was uns, here also it is uns. Ear was also os in accusative, here also it is os, right? And this is they, and this is informal. You are saying in the formal form, up, you. So this is you. So this will be Ihnen. G will change to Ihnen, but this was same here. You keep in mind the difference between nominative and accusative. Let me just reiterate again. Is changes to mir, do changes to dir, er changes to im, not in. In accusative it was in, you see, it was in. But in dative it is im. Yeah. So this G is G here, but in dative it is ear. Yeah, and this S will be im, like you have in men, this one air. I hope this is clear. And where in accusative it was uns, here also in dative, dative, this will be uns. Here os, here was changing to os in accusative, this will be also os. And this was same in accusative, but in dative, this changes to what? Ihnen. Ihnen. When you say for up, G, and for they, this is Ihnen, this is Ihnen, formal you, right? I hope this concept is clear to you. If it is the case, then let us move and solve some questions, okay? So now if I say, I give him, I just say, I give him, okay? So this, now what is nominative, what is accusative, what is dative, you have to understand. In mind you have to think, when someone, see, someone is giving something to someone, right? That something is hidden, right? In this sentence I am saying I give him. So the indirect person is this person, but I am giving him something, but that something is not there, so it is hidden. So this is dative. This is dative and this is nominative, but there is no accusative in this sentence because I am not telling what I am giving him, right? So how the sentence will be? I will say is, and then given is what? To give is given, and change this is gave a him, right? So this is dative. So him is air changes to this time him, right? So I will say is gave a him. But if I say I give him an apple, when I say, just let me rub this, okay? Okay, that's right. What I see, right answers coming up. So these are very, very critical class. This class is going to be so critical. If you concentrate now, your life will be much easier, and you will, when you pass your B1 B2 exam, you will remember that, okay, he made my life easier. So if you concentrate in this class very properly, even if you don't understand, just stick to it. I will explain again maybe in the next class. I will give examples, right? So I keep giving examples just to make sure that you understand the concept properly. I can just finish A1 in 5 to 6 classes. That's not a big deal, but that is of no use. If I just say do the same thing what is being done already, there is no use, right? So now let us see. So I say I give him, I say the sentence, I give him a pen, right? So this is subject, this is object, so accusative, and this is indirect object, right? So this is dative. First you think in your mind, what is nominative, what is dative, what is accusative? I explained already. This person who is giving, this guy, and indirect is this. So how will you make the sentence? You will say is gave a him what you will give him? A pen. So einen kuli, einen kuli. Ein kuli changes to einen kuli. I hope this is very clear. So now I say I give him, I give it to him. If I say this sentence, can someone try? I give it to him. This pen is it. This pen is it here. So I am saying I give it to him. Who can try this? I said is gave him einen kuli. I give him a pen. But now I say I give it to him. Who can try this? I give you 30 seconds to answer this and then I will explain in detail. Okay. I'm super impressed from Amit. Your answers are much better. Now you are learning quite efficiently, and that makes me really motivated to take this class and to explain things in detail. Because if you learn one person is benefited from this class, my target will be fulfilled, right? Yeah. So the answer is gave. Now question is dative comes here or accusative comes here. So when both are in pronomen form, then accusative comes. Accusative comes. So this im, right? Pen is what? Dea kuli. The pen is dea kuli or ein kuli, right? Ein kuli in nominative. But in dative and accusative, this changes, right? So this will become den, this will become einen, right? Einen. And here I'm saying I give him a pen, right? So how will I make the sentence, right? So I will say him is what? This time it is not it in German. It is like, because it is masculine, so it is air form. Okay, this is not it form. This is not S. Don't confuse it with S. It is air form because it is their form, right? Their kuli, right? So air changes to what? In accusative. I have told air changes to in. Air changes to in. So now I will say is gave a in, and whom I am giving? Him, right? So this is him. Is gave a in him. So this sentence may look very crazy, and I know people get crazy after saying these kind of sentences, but it is very, very easy if you understand. If you know concepts well, whatever I'm explaining you, you don't have to worry at all, right? So I will cover these sentences again, don't worry. Let us see simpler sentences, okay? All right, so now I say, you write me a letter. You write me a letter. Who can make this sentence? And I will explain again. You write me a letter. You write me a letter. I will just go down and give it like this. You write me a letter. You write me a letter. I will tell you what is you do, and write is schreiben. Schreiben. Letter. Yeah, I see the answers coming already. Du schreibst mir einen Brief. That's perfectly right. Okay, that's correct. Both of you are right. So now these are very simple things, right? I am saying du schreibst. I'm saying mir because this is not in pronomen form. Only one is, so dative will come first, and then accusative. So ein Brief or der Brief, so will change to in accusative. So you write me a letter. Du schreibst mir einen Brief, right? So any doubt in this? No doubt, right? Both of you are writing correctly, so I understand that you are understanding it very well. All right. So now I'll just close this by giving three, four more example, and then you can say that you have understood. So now let me explain this once more. This guy that you will understand, you will never forget in your life. Then, so again, there are three things here: a person, another person, and letter. So he is writing what? A letter to whom? To this guy, right? So nominative is this guy, you, and to whom he is writing a letter, indirect person is me, and what he's writing directly, what is in his hand is a letter. So if you know that this is nominative, this is accusative, and this is dative, so very simple, right? So you will remain you in nominative, do, and me like is changes to what? Miss in accusative and mere in dative. So this will be mere. And what? A letter, it is ein Brief or der Brief, will be den Brief, right? Den Brief. So now the final sentence will be what you have made. Do, and then verb, du schreibst. What he's writing, to whom he's writing, first that will come. Dative will come, and then accusative. So den Brief. Du schreibst mir einen Brief. Einen Brief. Guys, any doubt in this? If there's no doubt, you're understanding it quite well. I know you guys know it already by now, but explanation is helping, or this is complicating more? Okay, if it is helping you guys, then I will give you further more example. Okay, so I will say, let us go back to the table so that you can see in front of you. I will say that I write a letter, the teacher writes a letter to you guys. The teacher, or I will say Kundan, writes not letter, or letter, take it a letter for this example, because I already said Kundan writes a letter to you guys. I'm very impressed by you guys, and I'm writing this letter to you. Who can make this sentence very fast? Very simple one, right? Nothing too great about it. If you know the conjugation of schreiben, there's nothing big about it. Let me see who makes this sentence first. I'm giving you guys all the permutation combination so that you can practice it. Okay. I'm deeply impressed by the answers that I'm getting. I feel very happy when you guys write a proper answer. Okay. So now I say, who is the subject? Let me go a little quick. So Kundan is the subject. So, and it is not changing because he's the name and I'm not saying is or miss or Mia, right? So Kundan Schreiben is the verb. Remove this and put te for args. So Kundan schreibt. What he's writing? Directly a letter, right? So I will say einen Brief. Kundan schreibt einen Brief. But whom he is writing? That will come first. Okay. Whom he is writing? To you guys. So you guys are ihr. But in this case, this is what you guys are in dative. This is not in accusative. This is in dative. So this ihr will change to what? Os. Yeah. So this will become Kundan schreibt os einen Brief. Who has written it correctly? Let me see. Kundan schreibt uns einen Brief. Okay, you changed it, but that's okay. Der Lehrer schreibt os einen Nein. And that is not, maybe you have understood, but you made a little mistake in this case. But I know that you have understood it well. Okay. So that's cool. But make the sentence what I give so that I can check you or correct you based on what I'm explaining. Now, let me give you some very easy example. Okay, so that you will appreciate more what has been taught. So I say, I give her a book. Who can make this sentence quick? And second is they give us the book. These two sentences, let me see who is trying to make it. If you're not able to make it, I will explain anyway. Okay. And I am just keeping this table in front of you so that you can see it if you have any doubt. Is changes to Mia, do changes to Dia, air changes to im, G changes to ia, this G is C, and S changes to im, via changes to uns, ear changes to os, and G changes to Ihnen. And there's nothing big about it. If you have followed all the previous classes that I have explained you guys, then you will have no issues at all. So I see the answer already is, I give another 30 seconds for others to complete both sentences. If you complete both sentences in one, then I can check both. Yeah. If you make mistakes, I will explain you. Okay. But I'm confident that you guys are already understanding it. But yeah, I will explain. No worries. If you're making mistakes, don't be scared. Don't be scared of mistakes. Okay. Another 15 seconds for both. Yeah, I see the answers already. So now I don't have to even explain. You guys have already understood. So I will say is gave ihr ein Buch, right? Because das Buch, ein Buch, no change, right? And when I say they give, so I will say they is G and it will be given, G given. I told you already that via G will be always the same form of verb. So G given. And to whom he is giving? To us. So this will be uns, right? Dative will come. And then it will come G given uns das Buch. Because this is what? Accusative. No change in accusative for neutral. It will be same. I hope you are enjoying the practice. Now if I say they give us, they give it to us. If I say they give it to us, who can try this sentence? And it is what? Book in English. Let me see who can give me the right answer for this. If you have, if you can answer this, I will understand that you have understood each and everything in this class. I already know that you know this, but again, I'm just giving you to, make sure that you have all the different varieties. So I'm saying they give it to us. What they give it to us? What is it? This book, right? So let me see who can make this sentence. And first person, let me see. Let me see who is the first person to write this, and I will explain again after this. Okay. For someone who has not understood, for that person, because I'm telling you the fact that if you can answer all these questions, then already you are learning German at a good level. Okay, because these are the basic foundation, right? If you know, if your foundation is great, then life is good. No, Amit, this time you are not right. Little bit mistake, but you can correct it. Still you have time. 30 more seconds I give, because this is a tricky one. Uh, this is a tricky one. I just want you guys to be uh, thinking and then telling me the answer. But you are very close. I know you have understood the concepts, right? But I want you to be accurate. Can you give it a try, or you are done with it? If you are done, then I will explain quickly. Another 5 seconds. No, that's not correct. Let me explain this. So now let us see what is they. Let me again tell first diagram in mind and the book. This person is giving this book to this person. So you already know who is subject. So they is nominative and it is book. This book is giving, right? This is accusative. This is nominative and this is dative. This person, us, is dative. And we changes to uns in dative. We know already. And here, it. What is this? Das book. Das book. So it will change to what? You know already, right? In this case, there will be no change because it is accusative, right? So ein Buch will remain ein Buch. Yeah. So how the sentence will be? In neutral, what is it? S, right? Neutral, what is it? S, right? Der, die, das, and this you already know, ein, right? These things you are understanding, right? Or you are not getting it. So now I will say Z. What they give? Given. This book, right? But I'm telling it, right? So when I say both are in form of pronomen, I already told you. Let me go here and show you. You see here, what S is neutral S, right? And in dative it changes to im, but here neutral is what? S, right? It. So it will be it here, right? No change. Let me come here. But if everything is an pronomen, then first what comes? Accusative, and then dative. Remember this rule. First accusative and that dative. If everything is both are in form of pronomen. If that is not the case, then dative will come first and then accusative. Let me tell you now. G given S, to whom they are giving? Us. So this sentence, if you are able to see, I will tell you that your life is much, much relaxed, right? If you have understood this concept, I'm telling you, you are already learning German at a good level. Okay, because people struggle till they reach to B2 level, but still they till B2, I'm telling you, I know many people, they make mistakes in these things. Okay, but we are learning all this in A1 level. So till after we complete A1, you will already reach to super A1, right? Yeah, because I'm not in a hurry to complete everything, but before December we will complete everything, because that is my target. Before December we will complete A1 and then we will start with A2. And there are many, not many topics left in A1, and slowly but steadily we will cover all. So I hope this is clear to you, right? If that is the case, then let me give another example. Okay. And I saw her the room. If you don't know a word, I will tell you. This is the room, right? Das Zimmer. Das Zimmer. So is Saigen. And now make the sentence. Why I am helping you these things? Because I want you to understand. But in the exam, no one will help you. So better there are 100 verbs, conjugation that already I have taught. How to conjugate, go there and practice that. Okay, so in whole life you will never have any problem making sentence in German, because conjugation is everything in German. If you know how to conjugate verbs, you already know German. And if you know these basic things, it is done. You already know some level of German. You can speak with confidence that you're not making any mistake. So I'm saying, I saw her the room. Let me see who makes this sentence. And then I will explain. These are the two sentences, and then we will call it a day. Okay, and then we will call it a day if you have understood these things. Okay. Okay, answers are coming, and I'm very happy to see that people are already understanding everything. You guys are making me so proud. You see, seriously, very proud the way you are answering, because trust me, people at A1, you will find very, very less people answering such questions correctly in A1. Okay, out of if you meet 1,000 people, 50 will answer such questions correctly. That's in my guarantee. Okay, because I know many people. But if you are answering it correctly, trust me, you are already going above A1. Because if you know dative, accusative, nominative, okay, you are reaching to A1 completion. Okay, and these pronomens and their form change, this is fantastic if you learn it. Okay, now I see the answers already, so let me explain and then call it a day. All right, let me now rub this and tell you the answers. Let me select a different color this time so that it is easy. Okay, so what is the subject? This guy is the subject, so nominative is, and then the verb will come. Saigen is the verb, right? Saigen is the verb. Remove en, put a for is. So is Saiga, and then whom I am seeing, showing. Who is the person that I am showing? She, the girl, right? But this is changing to her, right? So this is third person, right? The room is second thing, that is accusative. Who is showing is nominative. To whom it is being shown, third person is dative, right? This is dative. So now I know that is Saiga is I so. To whom I am saying will come here, dative, and then followed by accusative. If it is not in pronoun form, it is not in pronoun form. So first dative will come here. So C is changing to G is changing to what? Ear in dative. So I will say is Saiga ear. What I'm showing? Room, right? This is das Zimmer. Das Zimmer. So will there be any change? No change at all, because in accusative, this accusative, nothing will change. Only one thing changes there, but this is das. So I will say is Saiga ear das Zimmer. This Z is bigger. Is Saiga ear das Zimmer. If your answer is right, trust me, you are doing a good job. Okay. Now, next one is I buy her a gift. You again think in mind, okay? Two persons are there and gift is there. So I am that person, and she is the person to whom I will just give this, okay? Take on your birthday. So this is nominative. This direct, what I am giving is accusative, and this is what? Dative. And excuse me if I am explaining it again and again, because trust me, there are many people who are struggling with it. So if you have understood, it is good for you. In next class, I will not repeat it. Okay. All right. So I'm saying this is the person, clear, right? So is what I'm doing, I am purchasing something. So what is purchasing? Kaufen, right? Kaufen. So this you have to remove and put for is what? Simple. Is kaufe, right? Is kaufe. So I am purchasing, right? For whom I am purchasing? This person, her, she. So C, G is changing to ear in dative because this is dative. I told you that it first dative will come. So is kaufe ear. What I am purchasing? A gift. Thus Geschenk, right? Das Geschenk or ein Geschenk. Das will remain das, right? Ein will remain same. There will be no change, right? So ich kaufe ihr ein Geschenk, right? Geschenk. Let me see who is making this. Yeah, this is this. Okay. I see many of you have made all right. Okay, like Amit, seriously, very, very proud. Okay, Pankaj, extremely happy to see the progress that you are making. Angelica, anyway, I see all answers coming right every time. Sometimes you are making some mistakes, but don't worry. You are making a huge I would say progress, exceptional progress. So you guys are already reaching to A1 level. But trust me, after 3, 4 classes, you will be master in A1. Okay. And if you watch my videos 3, 4 times, okay, fantastic. After that, you will teach A1 to someone. Trust me. Okay, cool. Okay, so thanks for your time. And I really hope that you have understood everything that I have explained today. If there are no any more doubts, then I will call it a day. Then bis Jamstag, and I wish you a very nice remaining day. Okay, morning or day or night, and let us meet again on next week. Okay, so keep practicing and keep watching the previous videos. All right, thanks. See you. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Cheers.